Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are finally into fall and we are breaking into our crock pot recipes. This recipe is my all-time favorite chili recipe. It is so forgiving. So grab your crock pots and we're going to jump right into this. We're going to brown roughly 1.5 to 2 pounds of ground beef. And I typically just use whatever I have left over from another meal. So we're going to brown that up, and then I put some garlic powder, but please feel free to add any seasonings that you like to add to your ground beef as you're doing this. Like I said, feel free to be as heavy-handed or as conservative with your spices because this is just absolutely amazing chili. So you must try this. We're going to just put the garlic powder over, and then I brown this kind of slow just to give myself a little more time. And this recipe, you'll see I don't use kidney beans because I do not like them no matter how they are cooked. I'm not a fan of Wendy's chili, mainly because of the kidney beans. They're just always so tough, and I don't like the texture. I like nothing about them. So this recipe, you'll actually see we're going to use a mixture of pinto beans, and I think I use white navy beans. Oh no, I'm sorry, Great Northern beans. But I use a total of 3 cans, and I usually buy just the store brand, whichever is cheapest at that time. And I try to have those stocked up in my cabinet. Then we go in with a can of diced tomatoes. Sometimes I get those seasoned, sometimes I do not. And then I also use a can of the store brand Rotel, and you can get that either in a mild seasoning or a hot seasoning. And I typically do mild just because I can add more spices later. Here I add about a half a cup of tomato paste, and then just go with your favorite chili seasoning. And I go kind of heavy on that just because this particular batch I was really excited to have a little more spicy. I drop a little bit of salt just to taste, and then I go in with some more garlic powder and some red pepper flakes because, again, I'm just ready to kick off fall with a good spicy chili. So you give that a really good stir, and we are going to cook this on high for 4 hours. You can also cook it on low. I will put in the description box below how to change the times depending on if you want it on high or low. Again, very forgiving recipe. I put in the ground beef, and then I'll give this another good stir. And then I usually let my crock pot meals kind of just simmer and marinate for about an hour before I check on them. And then if you need to add a little more liquid, depending on whether you want it a little more soupy or a little more hearty, I would add a little bit of liquid about the last hour and then just give it another good stir. And then when you see the finished product, it was so good. And I usually eat mine with crackers, but you can also do, I've seen people do like grilled cheese or cornbread, which would probably really nice too. And then I just top it with sour cream, a little sprinkle of cheese, and dinner is done. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I hope you try it out. We'll see you right back here in the next one.